Hey, Cowboy Nation, this is Cowboy. Hey, Cowboy Nation, this is Cowboys abroad. Let's get into some football. Let's get into some football talk. Let's talk about the aftermath of the Dallas Cowboys versus Giants game. We sustained a couple of injuries. We already know about Dak Prescott. We already know about Dak Prescott sustained a dislocated ankle with a compound fracture. Going to be out for 4 to 6 months. Going to be out 4 to 6 months. So our hearts and prayers go out to Dak. Go out to Dak. Wish him speedy and full recovery. Until then, Andy Dalton is the guy. Shout out to Mike McCarthy for going to get us reliable backup in the offseason. We raised this situation so we can kind of rest easy and have some confidence in Andy Dalton. He's played a number of football games, played in some big time football games, and taken teams to football teams before. Hey, what's up, B? Hey, what's up, Eastside Her? Long time no see, brother. Good to see you. Great to see you, brother. Man, it relieves my heart to see you, man, pop up, man. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. I have to be honest, Eastside, man, I missed you, brother. Man, good, bad, and different. We on opposite sides of track teams, but as men, man, I appreciate you as a football fan, and I miss you, brother. It's good to see you. It's good to see you pop back up here, man. It's been a long time. But right now, Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill, man, must feel like, man, he died, man, at the same time Prince did. Tristan Hill must feel like he died at the same time Prince did, at the same time Michael Jackson did, at the same time Kobe Bryant did. He must have, man, he must have felt like one of those people, man, that died at the same time one of those people did. Getting injured, man, doing situation, man. Dak get in same time. Dak get injured. Dak go out of a game, man. People don't even notice that Tristan Hill, man, goes out of the game, and yeah, he suffers a torn ACL and will be gone for the season as well. Leaving the Cowboys dangerously thin at defensive tackle. Our defensive tackles are already thin. We already suffered the position. Now we lose our starter Tristan Hill, who's having a good season. Maybe not a great season, but certainly is stepping up, man, and proving that he deserved the role. Unfortunately, he will be gone for the season, leaving us in a situation to where we got to figure out what we're going to do at defensive tackle. The defensive tackle is right now we got Crawford. We got Crawford, Dontarie Poe, and Gallimore. I'm not and Antoine Woods. Between those four, haven't been impressed or even happy with the production. But we got to figure something out. Before it's all over with, here we may have Alden Smith playing defensive tackle. We just don't know what we're gonna have to do in this situation. Hoping, and I'm looking to see. Are we gonna bring in somebody? Are we gonna bring in somebody at that? Are we gonna bring in somebody at that spot? Go out and get somebody else's practice squad. We got to do something with defensive tackle. I don't know, because right now we're already having problems stopping the run. Losing the aggressiveness of Tristan Hill, I don't know if that helps us out any. So we are in a bad situation. We are in a bad situation at defensive tackle. We were trying to kind of make it work. Not great, and now we couldn't. That's a position that we really couldn't afford to lose anybody, and we lost somebody. So that is that's gonna be tough. Fortunately, in the secondary department, it's a good thing we didn't lose anybody. Anthony Brown come back, gave us some quality minutes. Had a fun recovery for a touchdown. Good for him. Hey, man. But these injuries are piling up on the Dallas Cowboys. We got several starters already on injury reserve. Now we be adding two more. What's going on, X Factor? Hey, what's going on, X Factor, man? Great to see you. Hey, great to see you, X Factor. Just talking Cowboys injuries about the loss of Dak Prescott. Going to be out 4 to 6 months. And Tristan Hill, he's gone for the season. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do too. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. But I don't feel as bad for But I don't feel as bad for Dak Prescott as I would have felt last year. And the reason I say that X factor is that last year Dak was playing the last year of his contract. He's playing on a $2 million deal. And if he got hurt, he wouldn't really have the money or the long term shit. He wouldn't really have the long term security. If he got like hurt last season. This year, playing under the franchise tag, as bad as it is, he got $31.4 million guaranteed under the contract. So $30 million. I don't know about you, X Factor, but me, not much of my lifestyle would change if I never got paid another dime with $30 million sitting in my over $30 million sitting in my account. And so at least he have a little security. He can rest easy knowing that financially he can sustain himself for the rest of his life if necessary. He can really afford to take the risk. It's kind of like going to casino, playing with disposable money. You already can pay your bills. You can pay your bills, sustain your lifestyle, and you go in the casino having fun, trying to get that extra change. And sometimes you win, but most of the time you lose. And this is no different. This is no different. Dak had an opportunity to win, but in this situation, he lost. Or at least he lost for right. At least he lost for right now. Having sustained an injury, he may never see a $35 million or $40 million a year offer again. We don't know. Hopefully that's not the case, but it's a possibility. And it's a possibility. It's a possibility, the X factor that we can move on for his injury. But more than likely what will happen in this situation is he'll come back from his injury. Dallas Cowboys will likely franchise tag him another year. This year he'll be guaranteed, and next year he will be guaranteed $38 million. And so under that contract, if he plays well, then the Cowboys will probably give him the deal that he wants, or vice versa. They will probably move on. But either way, if he plays on the franchise tag next season, and prove that he's healthy, prove that he can still play, prove that he still got it, then he'll probably get his money. But he's probably looking at playing at another one year tag deal. But again, that tag is at 30. That tag is at $37 million, right around $37 million. You had that this year deal. If you add that to this year's salary, 31 plus 37, hell, that's $68 million. So that's a lot I don't know about you, but in my mind, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Even if he never played another snap, never played down in the field. He play this year, play next year, he will be straight. Or at least he should be straight. I mean, yeah, his financial advisor can't teach him enough about what to do with $30 million or $60 million to sustain the rest of his life and to take care of his family for the rest of his life. That financial advisor, man, need to be reported and don't need to ever advise anybody in life ever again on their damn finances. I'm just saying. Yeah, Andy Dalton will help. Will help out a lot. And having Andy Dalton will help out a lot, quite a bit. For the main reason, he has experience. He's taken some teams to the playoffs before. He's played a lot of years. He's played a lot of years in football. He's played more years in football than Dak Prescott. And so he has a ton of NFL experience. I've seen a lot of different defensive schemes and stuff. He's a good solid pocket passer. He's a good solid pocket passer. And so yeah, we are in a good position. I feel like we can have some confidence in Andy Dalton. The challenge that we have is with our O line. And why am I talking about the O line and Andy Dalton? Well, that O line has not been giving us a lot of time. Has not been giving us a lot of time to throw the balls, throw the football. And Dak Prescott was able to make up for some of that with his feet. Was able to make up for some of that with his mobility. Was able to make up for some of that with being able to throw well on the run. All of those things, all those little intangible things that you get in the quarterback, Dak Prescott was able to do. He was able to extend some of those plays and give us some time to throw down the field and stuff. And so under Andy Dalton, you lose some of that mobility and some of that ability to throw and some of that ability to throw on the run and stuff. He's not quite as good at that kind of stuff. As that. He's probably a better pocket passer. Stand in the pocket and throw passer. He's probably a better passer if you just go with that. But some of those extra things that you get out of Dak, Andy Dalton don't have. So you got to fix the whole line, and you gotta figure out a way. And you gotta figure out a way to add some protections to give Andy Dalton some time to stay up in the pocket, and so we can play their skill sets. That'll probably most likely be the difference. Hey, X man, if you want to come in, man, and if you want to come in and you want to come in and talk about it, man, you want to come in and chat a little bit. Hey, man, I'll drop the link, man. If you want to come on in and talk, chat it up. But yeah, man. So anybody want to come in? Anybody want to come in, chat it up, talk, face to face, talk face to face, chat. Hey, jump on in. I'm happy to discuss it with you. Andy Dalton. I think Andy Dalton will be able to take this team to the play. I think Andy Dalton will be able to take this team to the playoffs. He will be able to take this team to the playoffs, at least from the offensive side of the ball. Whether or not we get there will be depending on how well we clean up our defense, how well we clean up our defense inside the house, how much help we get on the defense, and that would go a long ways. Getting Woosley back next week, I think Sean Lee working his way back into the linebacker core. We are getting Randy Gregory back in 2 weeks, I think. So Randy Gregory at the defensive end spot will help out. In some of those situations where we're having problems with Everson Griffin right now. Having Gregory there in that lineup will help, and we'll be straight. So we get a little bit of defense. We get a little defensive help. We get a little healthier on defense. Play a little better defense, a little cleaner on defense. We clean up the special teams mistakes. We'll be okay. But it's offense, not necessarily the issue, at least being able to put up offense. Now we do need to clean. We do have to play cleaner games. Avoid turnovers. In just about every game, we've had a turnover, early game turnovers and stuff. We gotta clean that up. But it looks like we're on the right page. We're getting better, and going down the stretch would be okay. We'll be all right. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna kill it. I guess I'm gonna kill it right here. Just wanted to drop in. Just wanted to drop in. My hat goes off to Tristan Hill. Know he's having a great season. Know he's having a great season. He worked hard to put himself in position. Suffered a lot of criticism last season from myself and others. And so it's good to see him rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge, doing well, having a good year. To suffer this kind of setback, my heart goes out to him. The same can be said for Dak. My heart goes out to him. I know he's basically in the contract year, fighting, fighting for his next deal, his long term security. Suffered a setback. Terrible. But we move on. The Cowboys will be all right. The team will be all right. As long as the team is all right at the end of the day, we'll be all right. We'll be all right, Cowboy Nation. I think we got enough pieces in place to keep moving forward, to not be so worried, And I thank everybody for dropping in. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. This Cowboys abroad.